In this video we're going to talk about black magic, or if you want to call it unbeneficial subconscious programming, then that's fine. Of course there is more to it than unbeneficial subconscious programming. It's overall energies. Some of them might be beneficial, some of them might not. And first of all, I'm going to mention that it is of course beneficial for you to have awareness of all essential things, all areas where energy could exist, all types of energies. It's just going to make it easier for you to truly be powerful when it comes to cleaning energies, cutting and retrieving, and so on. And what I mean by this is that if you were to buy a used item from someone that hated that item, and there is an energy to it, and it is very beneficial for you to cleanse that energy, it would otherwise kind of affect you, possibly, a little bit. It's kind of like when you go to bed after you have had a dream the night before, and you can faintly maybe sense some of the dream you had. But things can carry energy like that, just like your pillow and your bed, and maybe even the area of where you had that dream. And if you can cleanse those energies, then that's going to be very beneficial for you. It's very necessary. So you can either be completely aware of all areas where energies can be cleaned, or you can simply just be aware of how you feel. You can be aware of how something could feel a little off when you go to bed, and just run the pillar spin and intend to clean all energies. Intend to clean anything that you're sensing, maybe even the things that you aren't sensing, but cover all things. All things are getting cleaned, neutralized, and it's very easy and natural for you to be happy and calm and content in that space or with that thing. So you see, essentially we're just talking about creating a good atmosphere for yourself, to really clean things that could occupy your mind, negatively affect you, so that there simply isn't anything. It's just neutral, peaceful, simply a scenario where you can have the best possible life experience. And what I suggest you do is simply just look around a little bit. You could intend to recognize if there are things that should be cleaned. You can visualize whatever you want, essentially. A big pillar spin over your whole room, or over the thing that you are cleaning, or maybe even a pendulum swinging over your room or your house, or the things you want to clean, and you intend to clean all of it. And you can start with one by one, and then let it grow to take care of all energies. Essentially, you have energies that are supporting you, and energies that really aren't. And if you can recognize if something feels in the way, or unbeneficial, or like a low energy, then clean it. If you were to go to nature, it would probably be a very good energy. If you go to the mall, it might be a little crowded. But definitely take care of the places where you stay the most, where you spend the most time. Your living room, your house, your bed. Now let's move into a different area of black magic. And by that I simply mean energies that might be going on naturally by the choices you make. Let's say that you were to buy an item, but you got it on 90% sale, so you barely paid anything for it. Now you might recognize that there are certain ideas that comes with such a purchase. It might not for you, but if you encounter them, then we're now going to figure out how to deal with it. One of the ideas you might encounter, and it's not only when you buy a small item, it could be a bigger one also. Maybe you get a good deal. You might get the idea that you're poor, because you had to get such a sale on it, and that's of course not a beneficial idea. And I'm not saying that you're going to experience it just like that, but stay aware. Recognize what thoughts and ideas that are coming with certain choices, and see if they need to be addressed, cleaned away, if you maybe need to choose to be centered and neutral instead. Maybe you got some clothes on sale, maybe you bought something used, or maybe your house is a very good deal. Maybe it's very affordable, very cheap. It can really negatively affect you unless you choose to think of it as you manifesting a good deal for yourself. Often things are maybe a little bit more pricey than they logically should be. But in this scenario, you got a good deal. It's as simple as that. It has nothing to do with anything else. So stay aware. Simply stay aware. Recognize if something needs to be cleaned, if any mindsets needs to be addressed and neutralized. So if you have benefited from this video, kindly consider becoming a supporter. Abundance, health and prosperity to you. Thank you so much.